What up? Remy 916 NOS for Frag Studio TV. We're doing the Yaschas Massif 110 AF Fragment locations. You want to head to the Padre Ruins and go up the first flight of stairs and talk to this orb for the first fragment. The first side quest for the fragment. And a little FYI on this area and the fragments. You have to do all these side quests in order, except for the very last one I have listed in this video. That one you can do whenever Brescia Ruins 100 AF is available to you. Alright, you're looking for Millie, the missing sister. Hopefully have some geisha greens. You wanna hop on the freaking chocobo. Ride this chocobo. And just follow my lead on this and you're gonna find the sister. And rock out to the song. Alright, you wanna perform a Moggle hunt on her. Now you're gonna chase her down because she's running away. Speak to her.
Where am I? What happened to me? I think
she's gonna hand you over the wedding ring jewelry item, and you're gonna go back to the Ruby of Grief and hand that to him.
I know it's not her fault.
Completing this quest gets you Gerhilde's Blossom
But if
Fragment.
Her, she's blaming herself for my disappearance.
Fragment.
She must be so distraught. Can I ask a favor of you? If you see my sister, tell her that I love her very much and that none of this was her fault.
I'll tell your sister I love her.
As much as I want to, I know I can't go home and tell her myself. I was swallowed up by the paradox. I was attacked by the monster. I just don't belong in this world anymore.
Years ago, people used to just disappear from this site.
Alright, so where you left off with that last little ruby, you want to head back downstairs and you can find that Ruby of Grief over to the right. It's gonna tell you it's a little sad little story, and you're gonna feel bad. And before you go any further, after you accept this quest, you need to pick up some chocobo greens, some geisha greens. You need to go swoop those. You need 2 of them. And Chocobolina should be right outside of the Padre Ruins to pick them up if you don't have them already. But first we're actually going to head all the way back upstairs. We're going to go to Hope's Command Center. If you're scratching your head, this is where all the cutscenes take place in this area and in the other paradox areas or other timelines. So you're gonna use them all to hunt. Open this up and get the manual. Now you're gonna go head back downstairs, all the way back down. And like I said before, if you don't have any greens, go pick some up from Chocobolina. And if you have them, it's on ride this chocobo. Alright, this is gonna be another one of those parts where you're gonna just follow my path, and I'll see you when we get there. Alright, so you want to make sure you don't miss, like I tend to do a lot, and talk to the technical engineer.
Then ask away. I'm your man.
Guy's kind of arrogant.
Someone told you that there's a problem with the way I do things around here? Who told you that? Whoever it was is a lying son of a gun.
And for the live trigger, you want the manual, obviously.
Ah, so I see you finally got your hands on a manual. Mind if I take a look at it? What in the... I thought my method was 100% by
that's
the
what you
book.
thought, buddy.
This makes sense. With the way I currently have things set up, if there's a problem with...
Now you can't go ahead and skip to the next side quest for the next fragment piece, and it's going to show you where the location is for the terrorist market, which is for the next quest. Or you can just head back and return this information to the Ruby of Grief.
Manual is highly technical stuff. Did you figure it out on your own, or did you have someone explain it to you? If it's the latter, tell them I said thanks.
They say that the Cirrus was sentenced to severe.
Alright, so back in Padre Ruins, you're gonna go all the way to the top, past Hope's Command Center, to the very top where there was a gate, and I believe it was 10 AF.
The work we do here will help build a brighter future.
And now you want to speak to this Ruby of Grief. He's gonna speak to you on a little bit of suspicious activity, which this could actually work into some kind of plot if they do something with it. Maybe it's part of part 3, who knows. But yeah, if you did like I said and skipped ahead, then you already have the terrorist mark. Otherwise, you're gonna go ride this chocobo and go grab it real quick. Or walk there, either way.
Years ago, people used to just disappear.
They say that the Cirrus was sentenced to severe punishment.
Alright, so you're gonna wanna perform the Muggle Hunt ability. And grab this chest. Maybe not. Now you're gonna grab this chest. And hopefully your little wild chocobo didn't run off too far. Otherwise you're gonna be chasing him like I go do. I chase him forever too, but I'm gonna edit that all out. Pretty cool how that works, huh? Alright. Riding the chocobo. Alright, so obviously we're making our way back up there, all the way to that ruby grief, and we're going to return that terrorist mark to him, and that's going to get you Ortlinde's Bloom Fragment. Now, pay attention to the side quest itself and what it's all about. It seems interesting, like they could actually do something with this. Like they can make a decent DLC where you don't go into a casino and all you do is gamble. I love wasting my Microsoft points on that.
I wonder, how did the Seeress of Padra seal the paradox? Did she interfere with the timeline?
Alright, at the end of that last side quest, it said a space-time distortion had been opened up or appeared, and that's where it is, and there it is in person. Hey, how about that?
This rift is part of the paradox that was sealed by the Seeress Kubo.
No, the ancient Seeress
And
been broken?
this is gonna
No, we have
start
to stop
up
this before someone gets hurt.
another one of those fabulous puzzles. The hand puzzles. And I will explain the trick to these puzzles. See how the little arrow thing is pointed up to 1? If you hit 1, or if you hit any other one, the arrow's gonna go to that one. And since that one said 2, it's gonna, both hands are gonna go 2 spaces in the opposite directions, obviously. And obviously the goal is to get all of them and have one left and get that one. And these are kind of fun to do on your own, but there is a website specifically for this challenge that gives you all the answers. So if you're struggling, I'm gonna throw that in the link and possibly in the video as well. So if it's not in the video, it'll be down in the description. So look into that if you don't want to do it yourself. I know after about like 10 minutes of trying, I kind of give up and go over to that website myself.
We stepped into the rift and solved the paradox. It was the same paradox.
Alright, so after
the
you come
same
out of that
ancient
temporal
threat
rift,
that Yule
finishing the hand
banished
clock
into the void
challenges,
beyond so long ago.
you're gonna get a little cinematic, and then you're gonna get the Book of
Distorted the
Avalon
timeline to save the
fragment.
entire city. But I have to wonder, what went through her mind as she performed such an act? Did she know how her intervention would change things? Did she look into the future? Was she able to see the consequences of what she did?
And also, after you complete that, you're gonna get another space-time distortion, and that's where it's located. If you're heading back towards the Padra ruins, you're gonna run into it. And it appears to be a Ruby of Grief, but this actually sets off a battle with Ugallu.
Travelers of the timeline, can you hear me?
No, it's her!
Yule!
Yes, I am Padra Yule, servant of the goddess, witness to the timeline. I have committed an unforgivable crime, and now I must pay the price for my sins. Many years ago, evil in the form of a merciless beast materialized in the city of Padra. It was no ordinary creature, but one that devoured time instead of prey. In order to free our city of the menace, I had no choice but to banish it into the void beyond. There was peace once again in Padra. However, this created a distortion in time that continued to grow. As it spread, it began to swallow innocent victims, one by one. When they were taken, all that remained were crimson orbs. Orbs that contained their grief and anguish. Each one a silent reproach, reminding me of the terrible mistake that I had made. But look what is happening. The creature cannot be imprisoned for eternity. It is trying to break free to once again feed on time. I cannot banish it now, not like I did all those centuries ago. Travelers of time, listen to me. The terrible beast must be defeated.
Yule.
Okay, I need to sort this out. So one of the Yules from long ago caused a distortion in time to banish the monster and save the city. But then that caused another distortion.
Right. And that created a paradox, which is what we're facing now. Yule knew what the future was going to bring when she made her choice. She knew she was going to cause pain and suffering for a lot of people. She also knew that was her only choice. Her anguish remains in these ruins in the form of a ruby of grief.
That's awful. Noel, we have to stop her suffering. Let's show her that she did the right thing. If we defeat the monster, we should be able to set her free.
Alright, so that actually has him spawning towards the south end of the area. So you want to grab a wild chocobo so you can head over there. But first I'm going to show you what I'm rocking as far as a paradigm pack and what I'm rocking for my paradigm deck. Basically for this fight, I would recommend going with Relentless Attack, Try Disaster, and Triple Sentinel if he decides to really whoop some butt, or one Sentinel and 2 medics to heal with. You know, the book tells you run Sab, Sin, and Synergist, and Sentinel. And then run Med, Synergist, and Sentinel. Run Med, Commando, Sentinel. Ravager, Commando, Sentinel. But I really didn't find any of that helpful. As far as my characters, I believe I'm at stage 15. I'm gonna try to stay stage 15. I beat the game on stage 15, and I just want to stay there to kind of show that you can beat these monsters at a lower level. And so I am stage 15 on the Crucerium. If you don't know what that means, go look at my Crucerium videos. The one that says stage 15, that's where I'm at as far as my characters go. And I am running Cloudburst as my Ravager. I don't think actually he is not maxed out, because my maxed out Cloudburst has 8,000 hit points. And my Sentinel at the time is the Bunker Beast, which, wow, maybe I wasn't stage 15 on this. Maybe I was lower than that. Probably, I believe the time before stage 15, the last time I leveled up was at stage 12. So I'm guessing these characters are at stage 12. And my recommendation for a Sentinel would be the Silver Chocobo, just because you use them for the races. So if you gotta max them out anyway, so you might as well use them, because he's got really good stats regardless. And also another FYI, for your monsters in Fusion, get a Pulse Knight, which can be found in Brush of Ruins 005 AF. Get a Pulse Knight, max him out. He only maxes out at level 20, and he's got the passive plus 25% hit points. And infuse that into all of your monsters, and that will give them a grip of hit points. And like I was saying, I pretty much just ran Medicine when I wanted to heal, and then I'd switch in between a Relentless Attack and Try Disaster. So that's my method for beating this guy at a lower stage. Just keep yourself alive. Use Phoenix Downs if you need to. And after defeating him, you're gonna get Ugallu's Fragment. And we're on to the final fragment. You must have Brescia Ruins 100 AF unlocked. In order to unlock that, you've got to go to Dying World, and there's a gate there, and use a wild artifact on that. Alright, in Brescia Ruins 100 AF, you're gonna go to where the control device is to weaken Atlas. Even though Atlas isn't in 100 AF. There's gonna be this guy, Porter, that's gonna set up the Adamite Ring quest.
An Academy official was in charge of one of them, but he passed away some time ago. As for the other password, I have no clue who would know. I'm pretty much at a dead end.
Alright, so he's wanting you to find some passwords. And you've got to travel around through the timeline to get all of the passwords. And your first stop is Yaschas Massif 100 AF. This is actually gonna net you the fragment that we're actually going for in the first place.
Passed away a little while ago. He was assigned to the Padra ruins and the Yaschas Massif.
Alright, so now we're at Yaschas Massif 100 AF. You're gonna be at the command center where Hope is. You're gonna talk to this chick, Uma. She's gonna give you some information on a character named Mr. Thorn.
It's unfortunate. Mr. Thorn was the only one who knew the password. And now he's disappeared inside the paradox. I don't know if he's dead, but I doubt we'll ever see him again.
And that's gonna help you identify the guy in a moment. Momento. And now we're heading to Yaschas Massif 110 AF, where you're gonna grab a chocobo, because you want to ride this chocobo. So you don't really need greens. You can foot it if you want to, but I don't want to, so I'm not going to. And I'm gonna feel the force of the chocobo. Alright, so basically once you exit Padra Ruins, you're gonna just go straight south. Drop all the way down where there is a gate in a different timeline. and that is going to be Thorn right there. You're going to use the Moggle Hunt ability to reveal him, and then you're going to speak to him.
Who am I? Where am I? Why can't I remember anything? If only I could remember my name.
Alright, so during the conversation, you're going to live trigger, and the answer is Thorn. You gotta tell him who he is.
Yes, that's it. My name is Thorn. I remember everything. I was investigating the ruins with my colleagues.
And it's kind of hard for me to talk right now because I actually like this part, but I'm going to do it anyway, sorry. When you get to the scene, listen to it. This is another interesting part that they could use in the story somehow. Maybe a DLC or in 13.3. Either way. It's a great idea. Alright, so this is going to get you the last fragment, which is the control device password 1.
Here, take it.
And you got it.
Maybe you can save everyone.
Ah.
Thanks to my amazing leadership, we
Mogs are full. Alright guys, this is Remy 916 West for Frag Studios TV. If this video helped you out, please give us a like. And if you have any questions, leave them down below in the comments. And as always, please subscribe.
Do I need to get my hearing checked? Or did he really say that he was pushed into the paradox?